Hello and welcome back. Once again, I am talking about the Netgear M1 mobile router. And the reason why I'm talking about it today, no, I don't have it plugged in. I'm running off a battery at the moment. But the reason why I have this plugged in is because I'm going to show you the power that this little router can pull off. Now, according to the documentation, this could support up to 20 devices wirelessly, which I admit is probably pretty crazy. But if you were to take a look, you could see that I've used 75.54 gigabytes of unlimited, and you could see that I have multiple days left. As you can see, I have 13 devices connected, and how they are connected is via this giant networking cabinet. Yes, this giant networking cabinet. That's a 42 port switch, and my entire home network is being run off of this M1 mobile router. So in case you're wondering, yes, it can run your house. Now, is that amazing? Well, first of all, a disclaimer. I live in a hole in the ground. There's no other way to put it. I'm surrounded by hills on 3 sides, and on the 4th side, autofocus going a little crazy, is a lot of trees. So until carriers can figure out how to make signals work underground, this is what I am realistically going to be looking at. So let's go ahead and tab over here. And yes, my ping is not amazing. 205 milliseconds. And I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Well, I don't know if you could really see it. I'm going to move this now. Lift it up. You can see I'm getting 29.96 megabits per second down, and upload is 0.1 megabits per second. I'm going to go ahead and rerun that speed test for you so you can actually see it in progress. Yeah, I know there's a lot of ads. I don't use this machine that much, to tell you the truth. It's kind of my networking repair machine, but I'm going to go ahead and let it run. It's refreshing all the ads. Let you see it, what happens in real time. 201 milliseconds. And mind you, I am definitely underneath network threshold management. So we're getting about 30 megabits per second. 30 megabits per second. And, upload's not going to be stellar. Maybe going to be 1 or 2 megabits per second. Maybe even half a megabit per second. Yeah, not even half. 0.18 megabits per second. Let's go ahead and do a quick ping test. -T. So I'm giving you guys an average idea of what you are going to expect. Now, as you can see, with that ping, this is underneath network management. As remember, I've used 75 gigs so far. You are not going to be playing Call of Duty. You are not going to be playing Battlefront. But it will keep your entire house online and at decent speeds, which is nothing to be ashamed about when you need internet at your property or at your business, and you need internet yesterday, not tomorrow, not the future, not even today. You needed it yesterday. This is the way to do it. So I will go ahead and go check out what the PS4 would look like. Because someone asked about network address translation. That's what NAT stands for. He was saying he was having Type 3, which is essentially a double NAT situation where you have one device providing network address translation, another device providing device translation, then you have the PS3. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'll pick you up in just a second. Okay, welcome back. This is my PS4 via a hard line to the device. Let's go ahead and view connection status. Oh, what do you know? I'm underneath network address translation type 3, which means there's a double NAT going on. Let's go ahead and test the internet connection. So, why would it be giving a double NAT? Well, we have the Nighthawk providing network address translation, and then, surprise, surprise, we have AT&T providing network address translation. So that's why you're getting the double NAT. This is not like your ISP where they don't care. AT&T is very picky. So you're not really going to be playing PS4 games or PS3 games and competitive multiplayer. That is for sure. So if you were wondering if you could play your PS4 through this, you could, but you're not going to be very happy with it. Okay, I've taken the battery right here out of this device, and I'm only powering it off of this original charge cable, as you can see from right there, going all the way up, and that working. And as you can see, I have one device is connected of limited 9 days left. I'll let you know right now that the networking port is presently giving me. That's the thing I'm going to mention. Just going to disconnect it right here. I'm going to replug it back in. See if that changes anything. No, it is not. So we are going to have to make some changes to this to get that working. Just a moment. Okay, so the device rebooted once, but I just disconnected the cable and reconnected, and this is also with the battery out. And as you can see, the number of devices it's detecting and assigning IP addresses to is increasing. We're now up to 11. And remind you, that is with no battery. Okay, this is purely off the charge cable. I made no changes, actually, apart from rebooting it once. So this is underneath the charge plus tether functionality. And as you can see, I'm still going up to 12, 13, 14. So we're going to hit 16 devices maybe. Well, maybe not. It really depends. Connected standby. Oh, the screen went off, but the device is still on. And I could prove that by doing my ping test. So let's go ahead and do my ping test, shall we? And as you can see, the pings are actually pretty respectable. So removing the battery, I doubt has any impact. I guess rebooting it maybe it locked onto a better tower. Let's go ahead and run a speed test here real quick, so you can see what it's going to do in real time. Yep, 173. Now keep in mind, yes, I am underneath network management, so that isn't going to change anytime soon. Well, must be the tower's pretty busy, because that's abysmal. It's a terrible result right there. Oh, the device rebooted. So clearly there is some rebooting issue going on. Maybe if I change the profile to just charge only, it might work better. So let me go ahead and make that change, and let me get back to you. I'm going to temporarily pause what I'm doing and mention the PS4 again. If you go to advanced settings and go to other, there's an option to run a DMZ. That's demilitarized zone. If you manually configure your PS4 to have a IP address that it will hold all the time. Like, for example, 192.168.0.2, and it holds on to that IP address. In other words, you set it up manually, and you go into your Wi-Fi settings, make sure that, 192.168.0.2 is never used. Then you can enable DMZ and select an IP address that you would like to send through. Now, what is a DMZ? DMZ is a demilitarized zone, which means the router will do no checks, no network address translation, nothing, just send it through. So if you're wondering how to bypass the NAT settings, that may be an option for you. So, right, I'm going to get back to making the changes to setting this to charge only, and then take out the battery and let you guys know what happens. Okay, I have just changed the tethering option to charge only. So I'm letting the device reboot, and then I'm going to take out the battery after I turn it off and go from there. Okay, it is booting up. There is no battery in the device. Let's go ahead and let this fire up. Yeah, if you notice, I haven't even taken off the clear plastic covering of this device. It's so new still. The AT&T signal, it says mobile broadband disconnected. It should go ahead and get a signal very shortly. It is connecting devices, and it is still rebooting. So clearly changing it to charge plus tether is not working. Whether they fix it in a update is something that should be looked forward to, but in the meantime, right now, it does not work. So in case you're wondering if that works, well, unfortunately, no. So I hope you found this video informative. If you guys have any further comments or questions about the M1 router, I'm happy to test them out once enough of them have been gathered. This is James McCorn, signing off.